All right, test. Is anyone here? Can anyone hear me? Okay, this is a quick one, really quick. Basically just what the title says, my Jedi Prince fanfiction trilogy, which I had started writing as a joke, but here it is, it's finished. For all of you to check out, please read it, tell me how shit it is, and if it works as a follow-up to the original 6 Jedi Prince books. And yes, in the thumbnail, that's Matt Wilkins. Oh boy. But yeah, I can't believe it. I actually fucking did it. Like I said, I started this as a joke. Like, hey, let's write the final Jedi Prince trilogy to finish the storyline off. And then I just sat down and actually did it. And yeah, here we are. I'm curious what people are gonna think. I'm most curious about Matt Wilkins' opinion on it. And please, people, if you read it, yeah, a live stream. It has been a while. You can thank Josh because he doesn't want to show up. Yeah, very cool. So with this trilogy, I kind of feel like an asshole for saying it, but you can't judge me as a writer based on this trilogy because I tried to write shitty. Like on Jedi Prince level of writing, I should say. I tried to stay consistent with that writing style, and it sounds like I'm defending my bad writing, like, but that's how it is. That's how it is. Like, another news, also good news, my Ultimate Chronology, the book that details everything that happened after episode 6, that one is also almost finished, in English this time, because I already uploaded it in German. And the English version is currently being edited and probably will be uploaded, I hope, next week, but I'm not sure. Maybe even this week. Because I have one of the Americans on my Discord read it and just tell me, like, if it's grammatically correct and all that shit, you know? The Jedi Prince trilogy? No. That's the English translations. I wrote it in German. And then I had the people help me out, translate it to English. And now it's on the fanfiction.net. The links are in the description, and it's in English. It's probably shitty Google Translate English, but I mean, that might actually help emulate the feeling of Jedi Prince. Yeah, I have one. But I'm just glad this is done. And I wanted to upload these books today because today is my birthday, and I was just like, you know what? Just fuck it. I'm gonna fucking publish them. Yeah, I already wrote it like you can blame the translators. For anything that's bad in my works, if you read it, it's because of the translators. I promise. It's not my writing, it's the translation into English. It reads great in German. Trust me. Thank you. So now I have written 4 books. Well, Jedi Prince is like 30 pages, children's books, like in the format that I used, but yeah, I would say I did a good job. The chronology is my best work, I would say. I think this is it. Like I said, quick stream, just announcing it. And now we're gonna see what happens. I'm curious. I want to see what Matt Wilkins thinks, Chris Nelson, they can check it out. And just so you know, if any of you want to go into it, I try to stay in continuity with Legends, with all the later sources. Like, for example, how the storyline of the main villain, Kadan, how it ends, was already established. And same for some of the other characters' fates. And I just worked it in my story here. And it should fit. I mean, it fits about as well as the actual Jedi Prince books. And the chronology, about 1 year. But to be fair, I didn't sit down and I didn't write every day. I took like long breaks in between. But yeah, it was like 1 year casually, writing it. And parts of it I copied from the new Essential chronology. I'm not denying that, because that's something I always wanted to do. A chronology, here is everything that happens after Return of the Jedi, told like a history book, basically. Because I remember as a child, as a 12-year-old, I was always curious, like, what happens next? And I would go on like Wikipedia and shit, but there's interesting stuff like, oh, Emperor Palpatine returned and Luke became his apprentice for a while. And it's like, all that stuff sounds interesting, but there is no order. Like, you don't know what the order of events is, or the characters, or like what happens if you don't read the books, if you just go by like articles and stuff you hear. And I don't know. I just wanted to make this. And with the chronology, I would say like, I don't know if I would say 50% are taken from the new Essential chronology. I would almost say 40%. Then again, I don't think anyone would even notice that much, because it's like, it's just summaries of the books, of the plot. Like, yeah, I just basically copied it, translated it to German, to be fair. And yeah, and then of course, like, there's a bunch of shit that I myself had to write, because obviously the new Essential chronology was 2005, and I included everything else that came out afterwards, that took place after episode 6, which was a fuck ton of shit. The books, the comics, short stories, RPGs, online articles, AbleGPnia's weird shit. Oh boy. But it worked out in the end. Alright, I don't think I have anything else to say. Jedi Prince. Oh boy. Final Trilogy is online. Please read it. Tell me, how terrible is it? Is it terrible enough to be a fitting end for the Jedi Prince series? I'm curious. Well, goodbye everyone.